Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Fairy Tail 100 Years Quest episode number 16 reaction. So the previous episode, the truth came out. Basically, the White Mage has been tricked. She was told by a certain character, a lady who it seems like she's one of the dragons. I'm guessing the Moon Dragon. She was the one who told her that, oh, this is how, like you can do this. And she fell for it. And that's why she destroyed the orbs. Now, instead of defeating Alderon or, destroying him and taking away his power, she unleashed it. And now it's like it's going crazy. It's going on a rampage. So that was like the original intention, and now the White Mage has been completely scammed, and she's now like, what the hell is this? She herself doesn't know what to feel about this and everything. Either way, like more trouble has popped up. They used separation enchantment on her and separated Toka and the White Mage, and like weird trees are popping out now. They are like using information from their opponents and bringing out the person that they think are the strongest. So basically, for Kana, it's Gildarts. For a few of the others, it's Makarov. That's what is happening. So Nasu decides to use this as a plan to summon Zeref. And now I don't know what his plan is after this. So let's see what happens. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is the preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, this one of these things. Oh, after she took the power of everyone. Why is Makarov like that? She's like, how am I supposed to do that? Oh, yeah, like this? Oh my god. Oh boy. Well, it's easy to transport Makarov. Makarov as well. Yep. There we go. Laxas will be the most difficult one. He's big. Oh, okay. Elfman. Uh, she's out? Damn. Oh boy. Uh, right. Yeah, you could. I was thinking, why is she not using them to transport them? Right. Wow. Uh, Hmm. Okay. Yeah, all of them has been destroyed. So. Right. Hmm. Yeah, they got their power back. Right. Right. Zeref. Okay. I wonder why he decided to bring Zeref out. Like, it's not Zeref, obviously, but you know. The little tree growing from the. Oh, I was literally saying this. It's because of this he probably brought him out. Like you know his curse. Yeah. Yep. That is true because he's supposed to be protecting Alderon. So yeah. Yo. Okay. Yeah. He. Right. I guess. Exactly. Like if they try to use this on Natsu. Oh. Oh no. They're like, yeah. You know what? You need to get buried. We cannot let you running about. Hmm. Oh damn. What the? Oh, second one came out. The other one. Yep. Because they realize a lot of people can manipulate the whole thing. Yep. That's why they've decided to change the plan. Oh my god. What the hell? Yeah. Well, yeah. Alright, Jalal. Mm, yeah. Right. Damn! What the hell? Yo, this guy. No, he's way less damaged than everyone else because he was just, you know, 3 person. Mm, Doom. Yeah, Nasu. Can Nasu like burn him? Like, he's literally fire. What the? Okay. Strategies. Okay. Yeah, and this is the fourth one, fifth one? Who's this? Oh, this is Alderon. Ah. Damn, he has a whole crown. Hmm. Right. Don't underestimate him. Oh wow, that is crazy. Yeah. Damn, he didn't even move. What the hell was that? I love how he has a cape of made of leaf. Oh boy. Visitor to heal. Ah. Oh. How did you get this big? I guess by. Hmm. Hmm. Is that why those orbs? Yeah. Damn, so he himself created the orbs. It's not that someone sealed him or anything. Wow. Oh god, how is he doing this? He's literally just looking at him and yeah, is he like hmm. Yeah, not really working. Not even a damn. Yeah. Right. How do we do this? These things are not even flinching. Okay. Oh my god, he just brings out another one. Maybe he himself is. Alright, this guy's supposed to be a strategist. This guy. Oh boy, what is going on? I don't think that'll be. uh, what the hell? Um, what are those, mold? Yeah, she became a flower? Oh no. So after all of them falls, can't Wendy dispel this? Yeah. Oh no, she doesn't have enough. Or does it not work on her? Oh, it's fate. Oh no. Can't Irene do something? Well, yeah, I. No. Oh, she's still asleep. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, he's enveloping everything. Yeah. Oh boy. Whoa. Oh, is this Jet? No, Sand. This is. Yeah, these guys. Um. um. Another one falls. 3 minutes left. Okay, defeat this thing first. Come on, use what he used before. I guess the. Fantastic. Can. Oh, she can buff them. Yeah, that'll help. Okay, now this will help. Like, their magical energy have increased. 2 minutes. I don't even remember what power these guys have. So this thing is pretty weak themselves on their own. Dance magic? Oh god. Small fry. What? Yeah, you're making a spirit bomb? Oh yeah, he's using his tele. Okay. Okay, quick, we have to defeat them. Oh boy, he's not happy. Oh boy. Whoa. Oh, that dude, yeah. How did he learn from it? Okay. I see. Alright, there you go. Damn, I never expected these guys to defeat an enemy. Like a pretty significant one as well. Uh, Um, yeah. Okay. Alright, one of them is gone. Or I guess two, because we defeated the other one as well. Or what? Oh, he saw it. Okay. Maybe because they were able to defeat another one? Yeah. More they defeat those things, the more he's gonna weaken the Alderon's, main one. Hmm. That was today's episode. Okay, so today we had um, everyone fighting their respective enemies. Like each of those orbs that they destroyed, each of them have like a, I don't know what I forgot what they called them, but like those like like representatives they came out and they're like fighting. Each of them like excels in something. For example, one of them is like, as they said, one of them reads mind, who was able to do that to try to use those enemies who are who the individuals are the most fearful of. For example, not fearful, but those of them who the individual thinks is the strongest. So for Natsu it was Zarif, and the others it was something else. Um, but they realized that it is prone to manipulation, that using that situation in a way like Natsu did, it's actually, it can be manipulated, and it might actually bring more harm than it actually helps them out. So they decided to just take it out. So now, instead of that thing, Wolfen, I think that was his name, and they brought out a few of the others who are the other, like, orbs. One of them, for example, is very, like, defensive, very strong. The other one is like a strategist, and then we had the one that brings fate of death, that thing. Then we also had like in the main body, the Alderon's main body fighting against Natsu. So that is the current situation. However, we were able to defeat the deathly fate, that one. But the surprising part was that the characters who we barely see, who are just like background characters in Fairy Tail, they were the ones who worked together with Wendy's help, with Wendy's enchantment. They were able to defeat this enemy, and that kind of shows that obviously, like, this thing was not as strong as the others. Like, this thing was weak, but it makes sense because his power was kind of a broken one, which is basically he can like cover everyone in spores and give them, like, like the sentence of death or whatever. He can easily do that. But what, like, the problem with his attack is that it can be actually like countered pretty damn easily, because its force, like, they use like wind and stuff like that to blow it away. Not only that, I think his power is pretty damn strong 1 versus 1, because if you think about it, if someone gets filled with those spores, covered with those spores, it's done for. But if there's so many of them, because we saw, like, the Fairy Tail members came in, there's at least five to six of them at the same place. It'll be a little bit more difficult to defeat all of them using this power, because first and foremost you have to cover them up with spores. And not only that, one of them had like a sand power which he was able to use to completely stop this thing's power from working by these spores from not hitting them. So his power is pretty strong, but in certain situations it's not really versatile in that sense. That is why we were able to defeat him without much of a problem. Obviously, like, they wouldn't be able to defeat him if Wendy didn't use her enchantment on all of them. If she didn't buff them up, they probably would have struggled against him. But they were able to defeat him, and they used their brain and was able to get him. So that's that. Now, like, I'm just thinking, like, if instead of like these guys, if someone really strong was against this little thing, they probably would have just one-shotted it, like, pretty easily. Because like, just think about it, if it was like Natsu or something, he probably would have used his flame to burn everything, and that would have been the end for it. But yeah, like Wendy as well, if she had all her magic power, she herself could have easily taken care of this, with using her dragon force and all that stuff. But Wendy, the problem was that Wendy was weakened after the whole battle that happened before. And even Irene was sleeping, so she didn't really have much. She couldn't really do many things. That is why, yeah, like, it was a bit more troublesome. Either way, we were able to defeat it, so one of them is gone. Or I'm not really sure if two of them is gone, because Wolfen is gone as well. But I'm not sure if Alderon kind of recalled him back, or if he's actually defeated. That I'm not really sure. Like, it seemed like he recalled him back, so maybe he's still there within him. Either way, this thing is gone, so now we have a few others left. And inside his body, the Alderon that Natsu's facing was too damn fast. But after defeating that one orb outside, they, like, when the Fatal members defeated it, now Natsu can at least see it. So basically, the more they're able to weaken or defeat the those guys outside that are causing trouble, the more Natsu it'll help Natsu, the more it'll aid Natsu in his battle against Alderon. So either way, let's wait and see, and how we deal with these, because the one that we dealt with is probably the weakest out of all of them. Like, his power was a lot more conditional. Like, like, he's strong but in certain conditions. So I feel like the others that we have in front of us, like the strategist or that one with the very, like, strong, like, defense, those will be a lot more pain than we have bargained for. I feel like they'll be a lot more difficult. So yeah, let's see what happens and how we're able to defeat them, stuff like that. Let's wait and see. Okay, so Jalal is facing off against a strategist, while we have all of the others fighting off against the other one, the one who has high defense, that thing. Damn, like, it's not even, like, like, doing anything. Like, they're attacking it and it's not even getting a scratch. That's crazy. Hmm. Okay. I feel like that was like, like, Charlotte kind of going and trying to attack it was a bit, like, hasty, because she, I feel like she's fighting against a new opponent. She has no idea what the other opponent's power is. So she shouldn't have just hastily rushed there to attack the enemy. She should have waited, or like, be more on the defensive. But I can understand, obviously Wendy was out of power, so Charlotte was like, let me see if I can do anything. But rushing in without knowing your opponent, yeah, it was kind of a mistake, I think. But all's well that ends well. They were able to defeat him before all the flower petals fell down. So yeah, there you go. It's kind of interesting because if you remember, there's a story. Which author was that? I forgot the author's name, but there's a very popular story, like, with this, where I forgot the story's name as well. It was that story where there is a tree and there was, like, someone in the hospital. That person was hospitalized, and that person thought that, oh, like, I'll die on the day. It's like he had, like, that person had, like, some terminal disease, and the person was like, the day when all the leaves of this tree will fall off, that day I'll die. And and little by little, like, all the trees, like, the leaves fell off little by little. It was like, like, it was autumn, then winter, all these, like, the winter is coming, the leaves are falling off, and there was, like, one leaf left, and that person was just waiting by the bedside, looking at the leaf every day, thinking that it's going to fall off and then I'm going to die. But it never fell. It stayed there, and it kept, like, staying there every single day, and it never fell off. And finally, I think, like, when he got better or something like that happened, like, that person went out to see what the hell is up with that one leaf, and they realized it's a painting. It's someone painted, like, a little thing and put it over there, like, painting of a leaf. And they realize a person comes in at night and has put that leaf over there, and that's why that person didn't, the person, they never died. They never lost the will to live because the leaf was still there hanging. It wasn't even the leaf in the first place. So like, that story. I forgot the name. I've forgotten everything about it. But that was, like, the main story. This kind of reminds me of that because it's similar to that, where like, you're going to die when all the petals of the flowers falls off, and like, but they were able to defeat it before that happens. Right. Anyways, I went on a tangent here for a moment. Either way, that was that. Yeah, was there anything else for today? No, nothing else. I was like I said, the surprising part was actually seeing, these guys who we barely even see most of the time. Like, I don't even know their names, nor do I remember what their powers are. I did remember a few of their powers. For example, the sand guy's power I remembered. I also remembered that guy's power, the one that was painting, that one. Because I remember there was an episode in Fairy Tail, like, some kind of a like a episode in season 1 where like an episode kind of revolved around him. I don't remember exactly what it was, but something like that. So I remember the painting power that I remembered. I remembered that girl's power. What's her name? She's what was that guy? The other dragon slayer, Cobra or something like that. She's like related to him. I forgot the main details. I've kind of forgotten, but she's like related to him. So something like that. Her power I remembered. That venom power. Um, what else? There was another person that was using some kind of a power. Oh, that girl, the one who's always with Gildars, the one with the glasses. That girl's power I kind of remembered a little bit. But and the others I've kind of forgotten. I've forgotten I didn't remember the dance power. Didn't remember the other one. So it was it was surprising seeing them like being able to do anything, because usually they're just there at the background, and they're just those characters who kind of fight a little bit, but then they get defeated and completely gets like brushed aside. Like they're like used as like training dummies in regards to the show, where they fight for a moment and they get defeated, and and then they're just forgotten. That kind of character. So it was surprising seeing them actually play a role, and it was good. It was nice to see them. And they're pretty self-aware as well. They're like, we are weak, like we probably won't be able to do anything, but still we are still members of Fairy Tail. So in times of need we will be there. Right. Also, this guy, the sand dude, he actually like went to that other guy. Again, I've forgotten all the names. I don't remember any of the names from Alvarez arc and all that. All those names I've forgotten. So he went to him and like learned a little bit of his techniques from him. And as he says, obviously I'm not as good as him, barely even able to catch up to him. But it's more than enough in this situation. And yeah, he was able to defeat him by the end. And everyone was saved. Right. There you go. Also, another thing in today's episode happened. We actually got to know a little bit more about Alderon, what he was doing. So it turns out before he wasn't this big. He was just big enough to be at the size of a town. That is still quite big, but now he's like humongous. So he basically said that he fighting with Acnologia, he got weakened, and that is why he was here. He was like, oh, I'm just going to take a nap. And then people like lived on him, and they gave him nutrients like generations after generations. He kept getting bigger and bigger, and he himself, when he realized that his power is going out of control, he sealed his own powers by making those orbs. So that's kind of interesting, because like like I'm trying to think, like if he actually was himself, it was himself that used those orbs to seal his power. Like, so did he not have any intention of harming the world or anything? Like, otherwise why would he seal his own power? But now that the seals are broken, he's now like, I'll flatten this whole place and I'm going to like rule this place, and something like that he's saying. So I wonder why there's like because couldn't he have done this before? Instead of sealing his own power, couldn't he have gone on a rampage on his own? Instead of sealing his power, he could have just gone crazy. But instead of doing that, he sealed his power. That is what's kind of throwing me off, because I'm like, why would he do that? If his original intention is to destroy this place and like rule over this place, why did he seal his own powers in the first place? Like, that part I kind of don't understand the motivation behind his like sealing his own power. Maybe he like sealed his own power to like wait for a certain amount of time so that he can unleash them all at the same time. Maybe that's why. I don't know, I'm not really sure. Anyways, that is what happened. And now that like they destroyed his seal, and now he's like back to full power, and he's like, yeah, I'm going to carry out what my original intention was, to destroy this place and keep growing. Okay, there you go. And that is what his intentions are, at least for now, as up until now, what we've understood. Also, Natsu, what he did, that was quite smart. Like I said, like I think I said this in the previous episode only. I was like, maybe he brought Zeref out so that he can use his curse to like destroy the other, like, tree shoots and everything. Yep, that's literally what he did. And it makes sense, like how he manipulated the whole scenario. He's like, oh, you, like, his curse is basically the more you find something precious, the more you'll destroy it, or kind of like, kind of it will erode in your presence, basically that. So the fact that Zeref now, at least, is supposed to be protecting Alderon means that he's poison to Alderon. So Natsu thought of that, and Natsu was like, you know what, let's bring out Zeref, because the more he's supposed to be thinking that life is precious, and the more he's supposed to be protecting something, the more he'll kill it, because that is what he is. And Natsu was able to like, figure out that, yeah, I can use this opportunity in this situation, because he's literally supposed to be protecting Alderon. So if I think of Zeref and Zeref comes out, instead of protecting Alderon, he's going to try to kill it. And that will be, that will be like a problem. And yeah, his plan worked. Yeah, they were forced to bring Wulfen inside and, like, send out the other representatives. Either way, that was today's episode. That was my overall impression of today's episode. Now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, we had the whole that funny little section where Toka, after taking away everyone's power, not Toka but the white mage, she was like, now how do I transport these people? And she tried her best. First she was like literally like dragging them outside, then she decided to use her power, and then when Elfman was too heavy to carry, it then struck her that, oh, I can just use one of them to carry them. So she just made Elfman carry the others. So there you go. That's what happened with that. And then we have the next part where we get to see Natsu. As we can see, Natsu brings out Zeref. Now, Wulfen was pretty damn confident here. He's like, oh, like, what is wrong with you? Are you, are you this, like, like, what can I say? Like, like, are you this, like, what did you do? Why did you bring out Zeref? This will be your undoing, as he was thinking. But then Natsu's like, yeah, like, what do you think of Alderon? And when he's like, where's this part? Here we go. But not Alderon. It is something important that needs to be protected. What do you call that? And Zeref is like, oh, it's called like something precious. And then he realized, wait a minute, what am I saying? And as soon as that happened, bam, his curse activated. And immediately he realized this was a trick question. Natsu completely, like, made a fool out of them. And Natsu says, the more precious you feel life is, the more you'll take it away. So there you go. I use this opportunity in our, like, in our advantage. He did kind of like internally apologize to Zeref. He was like, I'm sorry, like, brother, I know how this affected you, and how this was such a thing, like such a bad thing that you had, but I had to use this in this situation. Anyways, so yeah, he literally was forced to self-erase him. That means, okay, so I think this is actually defeated. Like, Wulfen is actually defeated. He like erased himself. So Wulfen is also defeated, and as soon as this happened, every other place, all the other, like, the seeds of all Wulfens, they also disappear. So Natsu won basically by literally doing nothing. By manipulating the situation a little bit in his favor, this happened. Either way, now that Wulfen is gone, they bring out the other big ones. So for example, we have this thing, the one who's like high defensive power. Then we have, like in front of Jelal and Laxus, this thing who is like called the strategies, Gears, that's his name, the strategist. While Jelal is like, you know what, leave this to me, I'm going to take care of it. And then we have the other one, the one who like changes fate, like, and makes it into death. I shall bring a deadly fate to the insurgents against Alderon. What's his name? Doom, that's his name. I guess that makes sense. Doom, Basically, he is literally doom. Um, he brings doom to everyone's fate. And then finally, since Nasu was swallowed by Alderaan, now inside Nasu is facing Alderaan's main body. Okay, okay. So these are the individual names. Metro. Metro is the one who has the strength of an army. Gears, brilliant strategist. Doom brings death to people. Then we have obviously Wolfen, who had the who can read people's minds. That part. So 4. Who's the fifth one? Obviously, Natsu's like, who's the fifth one? And he's like, I'm the fifth one. I am Alderaan, and I'm the main body here. So there you go. And Natsu's like, oh, I thought you were going to be big, like I can take care of you. You're human sized. And he's like, yeah, it doesn't matter, because that big body that you saw, all those power is contained within me, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, so he's like, don't be mistaken, like I'm way stronger than anything. And he didn't even move. He was just standing like this and looking at Natsu, and immediately like a hole came in like Natsu's knees, and it just blew his knees out. And he's like, what the hell? Then his hand. So basically, his attack is so damn quick, Natsu couldn't even see anything. Either way, Natsu is in a pinch. However, outside, everyone is fighting their individual battles, and this is where Alderaan explains what he did after that whole part where he said, like, I fought Agnologia, I left here to heal my wounds, but then the people came and started living here. I started consuming all the nutrients. I started getting bigger and bigger, and you can see me now, what has happened to me. And then since I realized like my power is going too much out of control, I sealed myself, sealed my own powers, and made 5 orbs. And now that the 5 orbs are destroyed, we are again going to grow, and we will be destroying this place, and taking control of everything. We're going to rule the world. That's what we're going to do. Not the world, but at least this place. Anyways, that is his goal. That is his plan, and that is his story, I guess. Anyways, outside everyone is fighting against what was his name? Metro? Yeah, Metro. Everyone is fighting against Metro, and literally nothing is doing. All the big ones, the big golem-like creatures. Everyone's like throwing all their attacks on it. It's not even like budging an inch, and no scratches are even coming to it. So this is the problem. Juvia and Great tries to go towards like Metro's real body, but that also doesn't work. While outside, on the other side, we have Jalal fighting, or getting ready to fight against Gears. Then we have Doom. So Doom was problematic opponent for Wendy, because Wendy's powers are all weakened now. Irene is sleeping, so she cannot really do anything. Like I said, if Wendy had her power, she easily could have taken care of Doom, I'm assuming. But she couldn't, because she didn't have any. Anyways, Charles like, let me take care of this. But like I said, I think like that was a very hasty decision on Charles' part. She just went in and tried to attack it. And I'm like, come on, you don't even know what powers the opponent has. You shouldn't have done that. There you go. So yeah, Doom uses those spores to cover her up, and like a flower bloomed on it. She's covered in spores, and every minute one petal will fall. So in 5 minutes, Charles will be dead. That is the situation. Anyways, they're not sure what to do. Wendy's thinking like, what can I do? Should I power up Happy? Will Happy be able to take care of him? She's like, no, Happy won't be able to take care of him. So what can I do? Irene is sleeping. I myself cannot really do anything. And while she was thinking of all of this, Doom uses all the other spores to start covering them up as well, Happy and Wendy. But thankfully, the others are here. The sand guy comes in and just wipes away all those spores. Yeah. Then these other members of Fatal. I love how the first thing Happy says is like, "Oh my God, you guys are here! But you guys are weak." That was how he reacted. That was funny. Anyways, so they bring them up, tell them what's going on, this is the situation. They also get attacked by Doom, but then we have everyone, you know, like being buffed by Wendy. Wendy gives all the enchantments to them, and she's like, I leave everything to you because there's nothing else I can do. So Wendy falls down unconscious. Everything is relying on these people now. And yeah, and then they start fighting. Each and every one of them, use their own techniques to try to stop Doom, and little by little they are able to stop him. Now, as we can see, the other guy, the one who was like, ordering everyone, the guy who used telepathy, I forgot his name. Yeah, he was like kind of like being like a leader and telling them like, oh, you do this, you do that, and it was kind of working very well. Like back to back, they were like throwing combos after combo, and like I said, they all used all the powers, and a few of them I don't even remember that they had them. These guys are have that much less amount of screen time that we don't even know. Like again, I know a few of them and a few of their powers, but a few of them I also didn't know. Either way, they are able to kind of push it back. Doom is not really happy about this, so in the end, this guy, he uses the sand power technique that he has learned from Ajil. That's his name, yeah, from Ajil. And he says like, I went there and I was able to gain a little bit of knowledge from him. Obviously, in no way am I close to him, but still, this will help in this situation at least. Yeah, there you go. And finally, he was able to defeat Doom. So just in the nick of time, the final petal of Charlotte was almost falling, but it happened, and Charlotte's back, Wendy's back, Happy's back. So there you go. Everything is okay. So this is where Alderon's main body realizes that, oh no, Doom is gone. So he's like, what the hell? How can these puny humans do anything? And when he tries to attack Natsu, Natsu is actually able to see it now. So Natsu like deduces that, oh, so the more we are able to defeat them outside, the more his power gets weakened and destroyed, the more I will be able to see it and I'll be able to catch up with it. Still, it's pretty damn fast, but at least he can see it now, kind of. So maybe that will help. Anyways, that is where it ended today. So let's see what happens in the next episode. Episode 17. So yeah, that was it for episode number 16. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Fairy Tail. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.